Welcome everyone, welcome neighbors, thanks for clicking on this video and supporting the channel. We're in Santa Ana, California at another Dignity property. This one is Fairhaven Memorial Park. Inside we'll make stops at several famous graves, interesting golf carts, nobody in the guard shack as usual. We'll find the resting place of Douglas Corrigan, Runway Coran. You might know the story. We'll also find Leo Fender of Fender Guitars. We'll make a grave visit of Jim Morrison of the Doors, his widow, Pamela Morrison. I almost said Pamela Anderson. Nowadays, they're hauling family members, loved ones around in these black vans. Got a white hearse, black hearse. Take your pick. Another black hearse. This promises to be a very good day, so stick with me to the end. It'll just mean the world to me. So let's take a walk. First stop was very easy to find, just alongside the road. As we enter the Memorial Park, I saw the grave location from my car. I've been pronouncing it Corrigan, but it's actually Corrigan. Douglas Corrigan lives from 1907, dies 1995. He earned the nickname Runway Coran because after a July 1938 flight from Long Beach, California to New York, which went as planned, a few days later he flies from Brooklyn, New York to Dublin, Ireland, thinking he was flying back to Long Beach, California.
Starting off from New York on Sunday morning, I started to fly to Los Angeles, but some way got turned around above the clouds, and after about 26 hours of that, seeing nothing except clouds, I came down through the clouds, and the country looked a little strange. Then when I found the biggest city I could see and found the airport, the first one I found, after landing there, they told me that I was in Dublin, Ireland, so I had to believe them.
Say, doesn't he look a little bit like Ross Perot? Anyway, Runway Coran returns back to America to a ticker-tape parade. He's treated as a hero. He would go on to write a book that would become a bestseller. He earns $1.7 million on the book in royalties. This is based on today's dollars. Now we'll head over to the Mausoleum. It's always good to see sprinklers going. You know, I have a funeral director insured in Las Vegas. He told me that their water bill is $50,000 per month. We are now at the Fairhaven Mausoleum, AD 1916. We'll get inside, and I think we'll make 4 stops here today. They padlock her up at night. I like this dark crimson red carpeting. Whenever you see a circle on the floor, it almost always means there's a dome. It's cooler inside, and I think I'm the only visitor here today so far. We'll make our way up to the right. This is the Martin family. One famous grave in particular is Glenn Martin. He lives from 1886 until 1955. He was an early aviation pioneer. He designed and built his own aircraft. He was an active pilot. He founded his company in 1912, and after several mergers, today it is known as, you may guess, Lockheed Martin. Now we'll go back out towards the main entrance. In fact, I probably could have gotten her first or next stop. This will be our second stop. She's a Hollywood actress. just up on the right-hand side, we will find the final resting place of Linda Cordova Flores. Again, she was an actress. She was in the Hugh Marlin and Alan Hell film. It's called The Long Rope. It came out in 1961. And Hombre, a 1967 film with Paul Newman, among others. Our third stop in this mausoleum is an early Hollywood actress, Margaret Irving. She goes by Maggie. I counted she was in 30 movies from 1922 through 1955. One was a Marx Brothers movie, Animal Crackers, which came out in 1930. She plays a part of Mrs. Whitehead. She also appears in the Abbott and Costello movie, In Society, where she plays Mrs. Winthrop.
How do you do?
How do you do?
This is the first opportunity I've had to welcome you to Briarwood.
How do you do, Mrs. Briarwood?
But I'm not Mrs. Briarwood, I'm Mrs. Winthrop.
This is Mrs. Winthrop. Oh, then you two have met before.
No, not him. You I have met.
You met me before?
Yes.
Then we're old friends.
Of course, you know this party is for charity, and I'm selling tickets to view our rare old family treasure, the plunger.
Why, I think it's a very, very good idea, don't you, Edward? I mean, after...
Yes.
What'd you say?
To view our rare old family treasure, the plunger.
Plunger? You mean it's going to cost money to look at a plunger?
Why, of course. $5 apiece.
Look, lady, I mean, after all, are you going to charge everybody here for that?
Yes.
Why don't you get them all together in one group, and I got a plunger up in my bag. You can take a look at that for nothing.
Ah, but yours must be an imitation.
Oh, no, it's the real thing.
But my plunger's been in the family 150 years.
150 years?
Yes.
Don't you think it's about time you threw it out?
Its exquisite coloring has never been surpassed. Why, it's worth $150,000.
Oh, it must be a beaut.
Now, how many tickets will you have? It's worth its weight in gold.
This I gotta see, Eddie.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
How much are the tickets?
$5 apiece.
Oh, that's very cheap, very cheap. Say no more. Pay the lady for the tickets. Pay the lady.
That's all you do. You just put your hand in your pocket, but you never come out with nothing.
Very eccentric.
Very eccentric.
Pay the lady.
All right, all right. 2 tickets to see a plunger.
Thank you so much. Just this way, gentlemen.
Yes, Shilly.
Oh, I don't seem to recall your name.
I'm Mr. Harrington. This is Mr. Mansfield.
Of the Little Rock Mansfield.
Oh, how do you do?
Take
Come
an
right
arm.
this way,
Thank
of
you.
course. I know you'll enjoy it immensely.
The other one, get away from the tree. Pay no attention to him, Mrs.
Okay.
I love early Hollywood and Abbott and Costello. Our last visit in Fairhaven Mausoleum is what I like to call an overachiever in life. She was a doctor, a dentist, and an aviator. So I guess this is our third famous grave aviator visit within this video. We're walking up on a grave location of Bessica Raiche, or Raiche. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. She lives from 1875 until 1932. I want to bring this picture in. This is exactly where we're standing at the moment, and I'll use Find a Grave to find many famous grave locations, so I'm grateful for that. On 1910, September 16th, 1910, she made the first solo flight by a female. Amelia Earhart didn't fly until 1927. So this is back in 1910, several years before. Bessie and her husband Frank would construct their flyer out of bamboo and silk instead of heavier canvas that the Wright brothers would use. They also would use piano wire instead of metal rods. As I said earlier, she was a physician. She served as president of the Orange County Medical Association. This is back in 1930. On April 11th, 1932, she would die in her sleep of a heart attack. Thanks for watching this far. Now back out to the grounds and make some more famous grave visits. Next up is a writer and director of comedy films. His name is Clyde Brookman. That's how you pronounce it, Brookman. Lives 1894, dies 1955. He's got quite a resume. He works with Buster Keaton, W.C. Fields, Laurel and Hardy, the Three Stooges, and Abbott and Costello. He ends up falling on hard times, suffers financially, a hardship. It was pretty rough on him. He took his own life on January 4th, 1955, after borrowing a gun from Buster Keaton. We're back towards the main entrance, walking up on a grave of a silent movie star. Stanley H Dunn lives from 1891, dies 1979. I just don't have a lot of information on him. I know he appeared in a couple of silent films. One was His Own People. This is a 1917 silent movie. Another was The Song and the Sergeant, which came out in 1918. Later in his career, he gives up show business but continues to work in property management for the movie studio. Here we are at Leo Fender's grave. He lives from 1909, dies 1991, remembered always. He's the founder of Fender Musical Instruments Corporation. He designed the Telecaster, which is a solid body electric guitar, mass produced. It was used by Prince and Keith Richards. He also develops and produces the Fender Stratocaster, which is another solid body electric guitar, but also has a vibrato system built into it. It's a popular guitar used by Buddy Holly, Jimi Hendrix, and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Fender Avenue in Fullerton, California is named in his honor. This is where he's from. It's a good day in a graveyard. So far, I have found every location I wanted to. Got some shadow here. This is a grave location of W.T. Bill Grace. He works in shipyards. And then in evenings, he would work late into the night developing chocolate candies. Soon he would buy a small chocolate candy store for his wife, Helen Grace. This is located in San Pedro, California. They grow their businesses to 20 Helen Grace chocolate stores all around Southern California. It seems I have the memorial park all to myself, which is pretty cool because I can move faster. We're at the grave of C.J. Pappy Hart. He was a drag racing pioneer. After World War II, drag racing began on dry lake beds around Southern California. He organizes races and comes up with the idea to sell tickets to watch the races. Today, there are 140 drag racing strips, and this is a billion-dollar industry. One of the original racetracks was John Wayne Airport. They'd race on a landing strip, and this is way back before it became commercialized and renamed John Wayne Airport. He dies of a stroke June the 25th, 2004, lives to age 93. Say, do you guys enjoy the video clips that I bring in? I try to find something on everyone. Oftentimes I just have no luck or YouTube frowns upon it. Sometimes I can get them in. Next stop is the niche of Pamela Morrison. She was a girlfriend and common law wife of Jim Morrison of The Doors. She met Jim when she was 19 years old and was an art student attending Los Angeles City College. On July 3rd, 1971, she would find Jim dead. Here's an 8mm film that I found online. This is from 1971. This is when Pam is visiting Jim's resting place in France. Can anybody read lips? If you can, leave us a comment. Everybody grieves in their own way. She would die of a heroin overdose on April the 25th, 1974. Originally, they wanted to bury her in France next to Jim, but it was just too much red tape, so they cremated her here. She's located at Fairhaven Memorial Park. We're in Santa Ana, California. And right behind us is another Hollywood actor. This is a crypt of William Brooks Ching. Lives from 1913 until 1989. He was a character actor. Probably his biggest role was the 1950 film DOA, where he plays Mr. Halliday. He is the one in the light-colored suit wearing a striped tie.
I'd like to see someone in charge here.
What is it in regard
Well, it's
to?
a personal matter. It's quite urgent.
Perhaps Mr. Halliday can help you.
Who's he?
He's our controller. Your name, please?
Bigelow.
Mr. Bigelow to see you.
Send him in.
Go right in, please. That door.
Mr. Bigelow,
How are you, Mr. Halliday?
what can I do for you?
Well, Mr. Phillips phoned my office several times yesterday. I'd like to find out what it's all about.
You know Mr. Phillips died yesterday?
Yes, I know.
Well, I don't understand. If he phoned you, didn't he tell you what it was about?
Well, he didn't speak to me. I wasn't in my office at the time, and he wouldn't tell my secretary.
Well, I'm afraid I can't be of much help, Mr. Bigelow. I've no idea why Mr. Phillips tried to reach you. I'm sorry you had to make the trip for nothing.
How do you know I made a trip? I didn't say anything about making a trip. I merely said he phoned my office. My office could be here in Los Angeles.
Miss Foster,
Yes?
didn't you mention something yesterday about Mr. Phillips speaking with Mr. Bigelow in San Francisco?
I said that he had phoned Mr. Bigelow's office in Banning, but that Mr. Bigelow was staying at the St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco. I'm sorry you misunderstood me.
Do you know why Mr. Phillips called?
No, I don't.
All right, thank you, Miss Foster. You can understand that we've been somewhat upset around here. Now, if you don't mind,
Did Mr. Phillips have a wife, family, anyone that could help me?
you can't intrude on people at a time like this just to satisfy some curiosity.
It isn't just curiosity.
Then I suggest you wait a week or so.
I can't wait.
Well, I'm sorry you'll have to.
Well, there's always a phone book.
You're a pretty aggressive fellow, Bigelow. Are you quite sure that this is as important as you make it appear to be?
It's important.
Mrs. Phillips lives at the Sunset Arms Apartments.
Thank you.
I needn't tell you she's under a strain.
He would die of a heart attack on July 1st, 1989. He lived to age 75. One more stop to make. This will be our final visit. This is Robert C. Newman, United States Army, World War II veteran. He lives from January 26, 1927. Dies March the 10th, 1985 of a heart attack. He plays in the major leagues for 11 years. Did pretty well. His lifetime batting average was .295. His first 2 at-bats in the majors were home runs. I think this has only happened twice before. At the end of his career, he works as a scout for the Dodgers and the Yankees. Just gotta do it. Just gotta go over and take a look at this black hearse. This has been a good day. Weather was perfect. Memorial Park was not too busy, so I was able to zip around, make lots of visits. I got my 5,000 steps in as well. So far, so good. No customers. These things are always spick and span and shiny. Notice that some have side glass windows. Some have more privacy. They are either Cadillacs or Lincolns. Flashing lights in the grill. Heavy duty tires. They are either black or white. I've never seen, I think I saw one that was navy blue. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm kind of glad it's locked. Thanks for watching this video to the end. It means the world to me. It helps me with the algorithm with YouTube. Everybody needs to remember to be remembered, and happy trails everyone. Back to Las Vegas.